Bam! Welcome back, rail fans. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Steve's Trains. Today is it is Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. We're going to take time, celebrate, and a time of remembrance, observance. I don't know if we call it a holiday. It's more of a day of observance to remember those who served, past and present, spending time with the men and women of the armed forces, remembering our military, those who gave all. I don't want to get too deep in the weeds on it, but we know it's time to celebrate our veterans. And we're going to do a little in-house business. We're going to make a short video. We're going to try and get a video out Saturday, Sunday, Monday. A couple things that's going on. Without further ado, let's get into it right now. Miss Steve's Trains. All right, here we are. We're down here on the floor, the great carpet layout. You guys remember this? This was the Reefer, Cook's Reefer. I had the broken wheel truck on there. Remember that? Well, I got a hold of public delivery track, Beth Marshall over there, and I was buying another reefer. She sent me this lovely note: repair a part for the truck. You also might want to save on plastic hose pieces on the broken coupler. These break easily. Thanks, Beth. Well, thank you, Beth. I appreciate that. I let her know I just in the process of buying another reefer, a must-have reefer. I'm going to show you that. But yeah, she said, send her a picture of the broken truck. There's the broken truck. Got a broken piece on there. You see the coupler. Still, nice little coupler on there. This is where it broke. That's all it holds it. Just that little bit of die-cast metal, zinc. Everyone says the zinc pest got to it. That's all it holds that coupler on. There's just that little piece of metal tab on there. That's what broke. So Beth was kind enough, sent me a complete replacement. Nice, nice, nice. Right? 2 screws. Take those 2 screws out. Right on here. Pop those out. Put the new coupler on there. And we should be back in business. What I wanted to show you real quick. You guys, the Sprichter root beer plant from Menards. And you can run, got clearance, you can run your cars through there. All right. You pop this out. Nice brick wall too, man. I'm gonna save that. Comes right out. All they do is you flip the building over on the side. Just took a razor utility knife and slip it into the crack. And you just, all I did was twist the knife a little bit, and the side popped right off. Do the same thing. Fit the blade down in there, little twist, and that little seam will pop. Opens right up, and then you just slide that right out. You see, there's no real glue on there. Run your hand over it, you can feel a little spot maybe by the corners. But I mean, it's held in there with just a very minimal amount of glue. You can feel, can't really see it, but you can just feel a little bit of glue when you run your hand over it. And you say, okay, now what's special? Look at that, rail fans. Sprichter root beer by Atlas. New old stock. That's a beauty. Union Refrigerator Transit. I seen that and I said, oh, sign me up. It's coming home to Papa. Nice. Sprichter root beer. We're going to fit that little monkey right in there in the root beer plant. That is just perfect. That is perfect. All right. Before we get too carried away here, let's take care of these little trucks real fast. So 2 screws. Pop that out. And these are tiny screws. but definitely advise doing it over a towel, something white, so you don't lose it. And look at that. Here's the broken. You can just kind of see that tab in there busted off. Neat. I don't imagine these, doesn't matter. I don't think it matters which way the coupler goes on. Slip that on there. There's no front or back to the wheel truck. It's all the same. I do it very carefully. Put that in there. And it screws in real easy. If it doesn't screw in real easy, then you might have cross-threaded it. You don't want to cross-thread it. So usually just to get it in the hole, it might go in there a little crooked. If I could see that, it goes in there a little crooked. And what I'll usually do is I'll turn it backwards, get the screw to line up, and then gently turn it forward. And it goes right in. No cross-threading. You just give it a little snug. You feel it. It'll stop. Just kind of gently snug it. There she is. Nice new coupler. All right. Then we're going to come back over here to the car. See if we can get that in there. Got just two little pins on there. I don't recall. Yeah, look at that. That wheel truck, there's two little pins on there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but the wheel truck just kind of rides and balances right on there. Now we'll see if I can get this screw in here the first time. See, this is why you get screwdrivers with a magnetic tip. This doesn't. This is just a ready old cheap screwdriver I found laying around the house. But it's going to work for us. There we go. Just a little snug. There she is. All right. Oh, there we go. A couple drops of oil on there. Put a drop of oil on it. Right on top of that plate. So yeah, it doesn't want to push back to drop down. There we go. Just need a little oil. There we go. There we go. Sorry, it's off camera. I'm trying to do this both at the same time. Yeah, this one's the same way. So we're gonna put a little drop of oil in there. Hopefully I get that right. There we go, boy. That makes all the difference right there. I mean, these cars are old, new old stock, and you get a little oil on them. There, it works like a champ. Now we just flip this around over here at the track. And let's see here. That about does it. Rolls like a champ. Can't complain. There we go, folks. There we go. Cooks. Another beautiful working reefer. Again, thank you to Public Delivery Track, Beth Marshall. And we just replaced or repaired the coupler on there. It took a matter of just a couple of minutes, a few drops of oil. Easy peasy. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here. That was my big Cook's Reefer update. It doesn't get simpler than that. All right. So until next time, we're going to meet again. We're going to film another video. So you might notice I'm wearing the same attire in the next video. Everybody, have a great Memorial Day. Spend time with the family. And remember those. Support your veterans. All right. I'm Mr. Steve. Until next time. Happy rails.